Okay, 1 2 1 2. Microphone check. Blah blah. Bang bang. Ba 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 ba. Aha. Aha. Hello. Okay. Poi payo. Today's topic is the Kundalini myth. So first of all, if you have no control of your Kundalini, you have no depth. No depth, superficial orgasms. Superficial orgasms, no manifestation, broke. Meaning you can be in the world and have all the fun you want with people. What is the outcome of that, having that fun? Out there. So understand, as the wind confirms me saying this. Gotta hold on to it here. Everything below. When the wind of truth blows, okay. Kundalini, okay, root chakra. Your root chakra goes down to the earth, splits in a tripod, somewhat, for the ether body, the magnetic body, and the electric body. Okay, that is your anchor to manifest. Very powerful. There's a chakra under the root chakra. It's like between the knees. It's where you stand in life. These two knee chakras here make that chakra happening. Hope you can see this. So this chakra here, so we go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is the motor. It's the main motor, the life motor that fires all the other chakras to the crown. When you have a relationship, okay, on a sexual level, tantric level, intimate level, you're creating a bigger wave pattern. That wave pattern creates an entity. Call it the relationship chakra. So, when you, that's what people do, use willpower, solar plexus, and steal energy from that chakra here to feed the root chakra. And it's all about the sexual activity, which is fun. There's nothing wrong with that. But the misuse comes in here. Let's say this is the front and back of your human vessel. You have input and you have output. Input, output. So if your output is majorly based on shooting through here, just shooting, and hope you can see this, then you are minimizing the input from the back, meaning receiving. Let's say you're dealing with a person that has a bigger root chakra than you. That means you can receive a lot more. Also, it's a body. Contact with the body, contact with the body. So when, again, you misuse your willpower. So this manipulation thing comes in. I can do what I want to do. Any outcome is you're closing a gate in the back. You begin this one kind of moves a little bit away from you to protect itself with its own input-output gear. Also, when this is being done, you're decreasing your light body. And I don't care what any psychic says. I've seen it with people. If there's a misuse and a depletion, it's like you're on karmic credit. You're spending and spending and spending, and you don't make any money back to pay back what you're using. And that has a price. When that price comes in, usually the system here collapses. No compatible anymore. And that's where some people split. Or where some people find an agreement, get together. Not everything has to be, ooh. So you have to understand, the sum of your choices, oh, Lord, gotta be on some kung fu stuff here. The sum of your choices make this circuitry function. That's the base level of friendship. I say tantric because if it's in an intimate way, you will release more energy. You need more responsibility, you need more integrity, and so on. Yes, if you increase that level of friendship, and you are 4, then these bodies that are being created, that's just it's a feeling, of where the utopian society can go. So when this is all one and 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 one, all the way up, bigger entity. Tests are even harder because, like in a regular base friendship, also in the twin flame friendship, is you represent her, she represents you. Together you have, what do they call it? A twin energy. So that, if people want to know what the twin flame energy is generated together. If two act as one, twin flame energy is generated. It's a myth to believe that's my twin flame just because you have a sexual attraction or your chakras fire up. It might be also a karmic test. To say, yeah, this is my twin flame and this is it. And yeah, you have soulmates, you have twin flame energy that can be generated. Soulmates can come and go. That's why sometimes people in one lifetime have 10 different partners. Because there were soul contracts in past lives. And you meet again. Whatever happens, happens. And you can't control what happens. You can only control the decision that you're making with what you're experiencing. You can repeat and repeat and repeat until it collapses. Or you can see something and understand, oh, that doesn't work for me. I have to step back here and recalibrate my actions. The first time it's a mistake. The second time, make no mistake, it's a choice. And the third time, it's deliberate. Some of us out there want to be hardheads, want to make a point. You lose everything. The ascension game right now, when people say twin flames are being attacked, I don't think that twin flames are being attacked or soulmates. It's like the tests are harder for us soulmates or twin flame energy generators to see where our integrity is. When I go somewhere, I carry my partner. I carry my friends. I represent my friends or soulmates to a degree with my capacity that gives me my depth. Depth is like with the camera, depth of field, you know. I'm in focus. I'm a little bit over here trying to relay a message. Not so clear anymore. We have to create clear images and process clear intent and make sure where we go with that, we activate something into that. So that's leading into everybody talking about Kundalini this and Kundalini awakening this and that and the other. First of all, you need Kundalini control to make interdimensional contact. That has to do with your universal life force, creative life force, orgastic energy, orgone, whatever you want to call it. Photonic enhanced light body. It's this. When your root chakra, so people want to know, how do I build my sacral and my root chakra? Because that's the key to abundance. The key to abundance is sacral and root chakra in line. Also back loop feeding the chakras in the body. Meaning when you have a stable, if you have an overproduced root chakra, yeah, you can be rich and have all the riches and all the material in the world, and you're so rooted that you're so in, then that the psychic connection kind of suffers. What you want is the balance. So your sacral chakra is also a processor of energy modulation. So let's say you feel Kundalini with somebody, and all you want to do is sleep with them without exploring the vibration, the communication, the status of the energy systems that you want to share yourself with. That can backfire. And especially in this ascension game, it will backfire immediately. When somebody's not compatible or it doesn't work, you get problems. Also, if you go into this in altered states, if you haven't mastered this, if you're altered with, I don't care, any substance, you're not in control. You're not walking out of this with benefiting anything but a bad experience. You make a couple of bad experiences, you realize that doesn't work. What we have the choice to do is surround ourselves with like-minded, or even those with more power. So we can learn to generate more power, because ultimately the root chakra energy that has been misused on this planet is to generate material resources, money, land, product, produce, not industrialized, mass-produced, in moderation, so new societies can be built, rightfully so. So a Kundalini awakening, if somebody had a Kundalini awakening, how will you notice that? The person will not boast about it. It will run around. It's very disciplined. It's not so loud. It's not so reactive. If you're missing route and you're way out here in the hemispheres, you're not grounded, you're drifting, you're like, hey, oh, this guy said this, you're all reactive to the outside world. Why? Because your anchor is off. Usually when we are that, we're not making the money that we want to make. You want to get into make the money you want to make. Do not blame or stigmatize the monetary system that your consciousness and your collective has invented for you to find out where you are and what you are doing with that. Meaning, when you're conscious and your root is in balance, you will have more of a well-feeling and being in bliss instead of a horny wave spell explosion, and it's like freaking out of control. And you just want to get it off, and you get it. You can get it off. You can go sexual porn or whatever you want to do, just for that, if that's your purpose, if you think so. But what you're doing is literally you're giving your creative life force away. And maybe that other person walks away, next day makes a bank deal, comes home with $5,000. You're not. So this message is to you to recalibrate, bring it back to you. When people come together or sleep together, they receive these downloads, meaning life force is telling you there's things that you need to be doing. So when you get up the next morning, I don't know, you order your t-shirts or you order your bracelets, you get your orders ready, you just had made love to a partner of your choosing, or soulmate or twin flame or partners. What your preference is your preference. There's no rule. It's just the integrity and the realness of that, in that beingness. You will be successful. You will make money. Why? This, and it's not all based on the money, and everybody's like money, 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 this and that. Material is needed to lead by example, to show the others that we can change this planet. And right now, this monetary system is going immaterial, cyberspace money, with Google Pay, Apple Pay, and all that stuff. And be with that, and listen and trust that, and build with that. The others will have to work for you if they don't listen to how it's going to be done. Also, if you deal with people that have less of a root chakra, that have less money than you, at some point you end up paying. If I can, with my best of friends, close circle, I share, if it's about food or whatever. But you can't do this forever, like the couching and slouching or couch surfing forever. And you go to work and you pay the rent, and your spiritual friend tells you caring is sharing. And you're beginning to pay, and it's costing, and nobody looks at the aspect, what, somebody here generating output, have a stabilized root chakra, while the other one has next to none, and doesn't put in work. And in this community, and I will in the future, which is a complicated thing I'm still working on, there has to be a spiritual, as in realness, structure, how this is to be brought into life and activated. And then you can turn your Kundalini on, not hit the gong and blast everybody, and let the appropriate partner for that experience, or soulmate, or twin flame energy producer, approach you without you having to chase anyone for anything. Coming out of it with a good experience, and the next week you make $1,000 because your business is flying. And that is the physical proof that your root chakra is doing a job. You're using, as I explained in my other videos, your delta to sequence the things you have to do in order, and then you have something, what we call a function established, where every member of the team works together, like in Star Trek, 9 members, original crews, the Council of 9, where everybody has a job. So the language and science, the language and communications officer is not trying to be the one repairing the warp core. That's Scotty. Scotty is the engineer, that's the one who works on the warp core. Spock is the one who is second in command and has his job. Kirk is the captain, has his job. And so on and so forth. Everybody has a job. So the roof maker makes the roof. The person that makes the rice and plants the seeds does this. So everybody has a specialty. So in order to develop depth and Kundalini power. Have a specialty for yourself that you develop, that you bring down to a focal point. That's what you're good at. That's where your mastery that's where you are a ninja. That's where you effortlessly dance over the lake. That gives you depth, and that gives you Kundalini power. For Tantra, you're sailing. You're soaring like an eagle. It's loving. It's about feeling. It's not about the brute force and just this wanting to go there and having to do it. It's the overall connecting with everything and then go there. And then orgastic heights can be reached that some of you haven't even reached yet. And it's not a cult. This is from ancient Vedic text and further back when we had tantric temples and this was respected. And I'm just bringing that a little bit back to activate that in you. Be sincere, be direct. Don't beat around the bush. Don't use superficial metaphors when you connect with people, and connect sincere. And look at them and be intense and be your being. That's the intensity of who you are. And those that can handle you will be on your side. No worries. And the usual is catch you on the flip side.